going to read Matthew 19 today. Going to read a little longer, so just going to get started. Someone came to Jesus with this question: Teacher, what good deed must I do to have eternal life? Now, before I read any further, it's if you listen to what we just had the question there, and a lot of people think this, that, you have to be good enough. Okay. So it's not a matter of us being good enough. It's about doing what God says, right? Okay. So let's keep reading then. Jesus says, why ask me about what is good? There's only one who is good. But to answer your question, if you want to receive eternal life, keep the commandments. Which ones? The man asked. All right, before I keep reading again, you see this? So I want to know what I need to do to make it. And I want specifics because I want to check the box, right? Well, let's keep reading. Which ones? The man asked. And Jesus replied, you must not murder. You must not commit adultery. You must not steal. You must not testify falsely. Honor your father and mother. Love your neighbor as yourself. I've obeyed all these commands, the young man replied. What else must I do? Okay. Now we're stopping again. You know me. I'm going to do this throughout. But, he's looking and he's like, I've done the religious duty part. But there was still something inside of him that longed for something more. There was something he knew was missing in his pursuit of being ready and capable of making it to heaven. So check this out. This is such a cool thing right here. Verse 21, Jesus told him, if you want to be perfect, go and sell all your possessions and give the money to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven. Then come and follow me. But when the young man heard this, he went away sad, for he had many possessions. Okay. So, we could be like literal and say, hey, everybody, you got to sell everything you got and give it to the poor and live for Jesus. And let's have a socialistic type, community. No, that's not at all what Jesus was saying. You don't have to do that unless God tells you to, specifically. See, the key in what we're looking at and what Jesus was looking at was inside that young man's heart. He had something that was more important to him than God. God's always going to point that out to us. He's like, you care more about your wealth than you do the kingdom of heaven. Therefore, if you really want to know what you need to do, remove that idol from your life. Put me first. Well, let's see what happens. Not willing. He's not willing. Here's the thing. Are you willing to give God whatever it takes for the kingdom of heaven? Let's be his church.